Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the EI Awards 2020, hosted by the Energy Institute and in association with Generation 2050 and partners. Today we're here to celebrate the very best achievements in 10 award categories. If you're tweeting today, please use the hashtag EI Awards. Please now join me in welcoming Chief Executive of the Energy Institute, Louise Kingham.
A warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this very different Energy Institute Awards ceremony. And while we're not all in the same room, it is lovely to be with you, and although it's not going out, it is lovely to get on our glad rags and be in a celebratory mood. Though I must profess it is slightly strange to be so dressed up at midday. Well, it's been a tough year for organisations and the people who make them what they are, and for many at a very personal level too. Here at the Energy Institute, we responded by refocusing our efforts into 3 areas: pastoral support for the well-being of our most vulnerable members, our staff and our volunteers, developing technical guidance for industry partners whose operations have been affected, and providing lockdown-friendly digital content and activity, including our series of EI Live events, of which today is part. But let's try to look beyond the current circumstances, because today is an opportunity to be positive. Ladies and gentlemen, you join us virtually, but for exactly the same reasons as every year at the Energy Institute Awards, to celebrate the very best achievements and the achievers in our field. We have an exciting hour ahead, including, I can reveal, a special video message from UK Energy Minister Kwasi Kwarteng. But to kick things off, I'd like to hand over to your host for the Energy Institute Awards 2020, the EI's President, Steve Holliday.
Thank you, Louise. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As President of the Energy Institute, it's my great pleasure to be your host for this, the 21st Energy Institute Awards. I've actually introduced this distinguished event twice before, and it's always a privilege to do so, but not quite in this way, obviously, in previous years. But there's a significance and a seriousness to where we are today that stretches way beyond the virtual room that we're all joining in. The energy industry has tremendous achievements to its name. Extraordinary technological and professional accomplishment. We define and enable modern life in so many ways. And this year, perhaps more than ever, I'm proud to be part of an industry that makes an indispensable contribution, keeping energy flows flowing through the global pandemic that we're all under. Delivering day in, day out in the most difficult of circumstances, with the global lockdown hitting energy demand and a whole range of sectors. Not least, of course, the huge impact on the oil and gas sector. And the end, sadly, I don't think still not quite in sight. But to echo Louise, I do think it's important we look for the positives. Behind the tragic impacts of the pandemic, there are silver linings. I've spoken in the past, in fact, at this event last year, about the weight of public scrutiny on our industry, the pressure from many quarters to change, and to change fast, in terms of our response to global climate change, and to open up our industry to people of all backgrounds, to make sure we're attracting the diverse range of talent that is vitally needed. Our relevance, in fact, I've argued before, even our very survival depends on it. So when we do rebuild economies following COVID, it's a real opportunity to look at things afresh, to take a different fork in the road. That's why I'm so pleased you'll be hearing today about the Energy Institute's new Generation 2050 initiative. Climate change, of course, is an intergenerational emergency, but young people are by far the most concerned about it, and quite obviously, long-term, the most affected by it. And it's compounded by the need to meet growing energy demand. In particular, there's still billions of people who live around the world without adequate access to sustainable energy. Today's young energy professionals will be the industry's leaders in 2050. They're going to inherit a sector which will be judged on how it's responded now. That's why we believe we should listen to tomorrow's energy leaders, not in the future, but right now today. And that's what Generation 2050 is all about. It's providing a platform for young professionals around the world to have a louder voice in the big global debates about our energy future. But more on that shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll conclude my opening words where I started. These awards celebrate the very best our industry has to offer to societies around the world. Engineers, scientists, innovators, all making energy safer, cleaner and more accessible. From conventional fuels through to the growing fields in low carbon technologies, and from those in the early stages of their careers right the way through to the most experienced professionals. And normally I'll be calling for a round of applause right now for the entrants and certainly for our expert panel of judges who volunteered their time to select both the shortlist and of course the winners for today. But above all, for all of the contenders, thank you for all your continued work and innovation within our industry. And although not everyone can win one of these today, all of our shortlisted nominees, many of whom are tuning in today, really do deserve all of our praise. I'd like to hand over now to one of the future leaders I mentioned, someone I and the Energy Institute are very lucky to have as a member of our Board of Trustees, and she's also the current chair of the Young Professionals Council, Sinead Obeng. Sinead.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you for your kind words. And let me echo that sentiment. We are at a high point in the calendar, which is the EI Awards. So today certainly isn't an exception. But before we actually get onto the awards, I'm going to tell you a little bit about something that's very important to me and the EI. Ladies and gentlemen, day to day, I work as a regulatory affairs advisor at Gazprom Marketing and Trading. And I'm delighted to be speaking as a representative of the EI's vast network of young professionals around the world. As Steve suggested, between now and 2050, many of us hope to be in leadership positions in the industry, inheriting a sector that's undergoing huge changes to tackle the climate emergency. We are Generation 2050, and I'm pleased to say that with the Energy Institute and its partners, our voice is growing. The next decade will be defining for the sector, both for the delivery of the UN's Universal Energy Access Goal and for getting on the critical path towards global net zero emissions. And of course, with COP26 in Glasgow just a year from now, we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to really get this right. And this is why we published this week our manifesto. It's based on a global survey of more than 1,000 young professionals and students from London to Lagos, Singapore to San Francisco, working in or studying every aspect of energy, from oil and gas through to nuclear, renewables, and the demand side. We've published it because we want our voices to be heard by today's political and industry leaders, as well as the wider society. It's an exercise in reverse mentoring, giving a voice today to tomorrow's energy leaders. I'd like to share with you some opening words from the manifesto. We came into energy because we're motivated to work in a dynamic and interesting industry, one which is developing exciting new technologies, made a difference on climate change and universal access to energy. However, we're frustrated at the lack of concrete action in tackling these challenges and the manner in which many leaders are putting politics or profit before planet. We fear we will inherit a world that is off track on limiting global temperature increases to below 2 degrees. Acting on these challenges is not something that can be delayed or ignored. We're calling on today's political and industry leaders to take urgent action to put this right. So the manifesto goes on to outline our asks of today's leaders, our view on what we as individuals have a responsibility to do, and on what our leadership and the wider workforce needs to look like by the middle of the century. Please do have a read of it. It's at www.energy-inst.org/Generation 2050. You'll also find there are some responses we've already received from some senior figures around the world in energy. And you can also engage on the debate in Twitter, as always, with hashtag Generation 2050. So ladies and gentlemen, Generation 2050 is essentially delighted to have staged a little bit of a takeover of today's event. And I'm grateful for this platform to tell you about our manifesto. And I'm also delighted that the EI Award winners will be announced by a Generation 2050 supporting partners. These are companies who share our belief that young professionals should be heard and include Chrysaor, EY, IBM, Neptune Energy, Ørsted, Repsol, Sinopec Resources, thank you to them and our network well. So over the coming months, the EI will be giving over more of its platforms and channels to Generation 2050. And next up for a takeover will be the EI's Energy in Conversation podcast, with a full season of discussions between young professionals doing amazing things in energy around the world. We're also considering taking over Virtual IP Week in February with a special session focused on Generation 2050 as well. And more beyond that as we lead up to COP26 next November. So as they say, watch this space. And in the meantime, back to Steve for the formal business of the awards.
Thanks, Sinead. It's, you know, the whole activity has just been superb, actually, and ambition, as you can hear, just doesn't stop there either. But let's get on to the awards. 10 in total, 8 recognising the achievements of organisations and projects, and the final 2 for standout individuals in our industry. I'm pleased to say that the judges, EI fellows and other leading industry figures have had their work cut out again this year, but in particular because we've had more entries than ever before. All of our awards recognise achievement in vital areas of energy. Perhaps none as important, though, as the human predicament to getting energy to populations who've yet to enjoy the benefits that so many of us do on a daily basis. So I'm delighted to open with our first award, the Access to Energy Award, and the nominees are
DC Go for electrification of informal settlements in South Africa, De Montfort University for transforming rural lives through mini-grids in South Asia, and Infraco Asia for Philippines Smart Solar Network Project.
And to announce the Access to Energy Awards, I'm delighted yet again to let Sinead just take things over here. So back to you again, Sinead.
Thanks, Steve. I'm really delighted to be presenting this incredibly important award for energy, for access to energy. Although energy now benefits the lives of more people around the world than ever, 800 million human beings still have no access to electricity, and 3 billion are still using dirty, dangerous cooking fuels, leading to severe illness and around 4 million premature deaths each year. Ensuring affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy is essential to the UN sustainability goals and will require more sustained efforts. This award is to celebrate projects that have implemented strategies and technologies to improve the lives of many by opening up access to energy. In this award, the judging panel were looking for a project that has proven benefits for the community it serves, and also a project that has scope for long-term sustainable benefits. The shortlisted projects had to be groundbreaking by nature, so I'd firstly like to say a huge congratulations to all of the nominees. So the winner of this award has brought affordable and improved energy access to 200,000 off-grid low-income households. They have demonstrated the commercial viability of this project by filling an infrastructure gap and early stage funding that currently can't be easily filled by government or development banks, whilst tackling energy poverty at the same time. Not only have they demonstrated a sustainable business model in this project, they've also gone further to support the community it serves during the global pandemic by rolling out a 75% energy bill subsidy to end users of this project to help maintain affordability during these really difficult times. So well done to the entrants, and it's my pleasure to announce that the winner is Infraco Asia for the Philippines Smart Solar Network Project.
The Philippines Smart Solar Network Project is built for and in partnership with local communities, demonstrating a commercially viable and highly replicable model of solar-powered rural electrification at scale.
And I think if the technology works, we should be able to link up live with Kenneth.
Hello. Can you hear and see me?
I can. Hi, Kenneth. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, sure. Thank you to the Energy Institute for this award and the judges for your recognition of this project. On behalf of Infraco Asia and our joint venture partner, AIEC ILAW, I would like to thank all of our development and technical partners for helping to make this project a success. So this includes in-fund development, Okra Solar, One Renewable Energy, and the electric cooperatives in the Philippines, Biselco and Lubelco. In the Philippines, there are over 7,000 islands, and many Filipinos live in areas where it is unviable to provide electricity via grid extension. Through this project, InfraCo Asia set out to demonstrate the commercial viability of an off-grid rural electrification model, and we are proud to share that we have had very encouraging outcomes at each stage of the project. Part of this success must be attributed to the communities themselves who are part of the development, implementation, as well as operation and process. InfraCo Asia is proud to be a catalyst for the development of the Philippines rural electrification sector, and on behalf of the InfraCo Asia team and the Private Infrastructure Development Group, thank you.
Brilliant. And it sounds like this project is actually quite an exciting application of artificial intelligence at a consumer level. But how will each user know that they're actually making savings? Is there any way that you can provide that information that they want?
Yes. So before the implementation of this project, consumers were all actually using diesel generators. So as you would know, diesel as a fuel is quite expensive, and it's actually made more expensive by the fact that this community is actually located on an offshore island. So you need to transfer or transport the fuel from the mainland to the island. So the community has already seen a lot of savings from using this technology, in substitution of the diesel that they were using before.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations again, Kenneth, and thank you for joining us. Before I hand back to Steve, the judges were so impressed with the quality of the nominations, would also like to award a highly commended certificate. So the winner of a highly commended certificate goes to DG Go for electrification of informal settlement in South Africa.
Thank you very much, Sinead, and congratulations to you, Kenneth, from me as well. Our next award is the Energy Management Award, and the nominees are
Dubai Electricity and Water Authority for their Energy Management System Head Office, Midas Pattern Company for the Midas Green Initiative, Nottingham City Council for PowerPoint's Energy Competition, and Shell for their Tilburg Energy Efficient Site.
And to announce the winner of the Energy Management Award, a warm welcome to Chartered Energy Manager and ENCO Consultant Director, Sue Spilsbury.
I am so delighted to be here with you today, supporting the Energy Institute in its work, and to present the award for energy management. Never has the need for good energy management been so important for everyone. We're all aware of our need to reduce our carbon emissions to protect our planet and the challenge that it brings for the world. But set that against a pandemic, and the task is made more difficult. Businesses more than ever need to reduce costs, and good energy management aids that need. So what do the judging panel look for? Clear management commitment, engagement and training for staff, a strategy for energy reduction, how are you going to do it? Clear and achievable targets, and it's essential to be able to validate the project with measurement and verification to prove results and demonstrate the benefit to the business. The award recognises both individuals and organisations from any sector. Well done to all our entrants. You were all winners because of your commitment to carbon reduction. But this year, the award for Outstanding Energy Management Achievement goes to the Midas Pattern Company for the Midas Green Initiative, a manufacturer's drive to become process carbon neutral. Congratulations!
The Midas Green Initiative is embracing the call for greener manufacturing and leading the charge for carbon net zero for UK polyurethane rim moulding.
Fantastic. We actually don't have the winner today, but my huge congratulations to Midas Green. You know, there's so much work going on right now, as you can expect, for all businesses thinking and answering the question, how do we get to net zero? So a fantastic exemplar there in Midas Green. Congratulations to everybody in the company. Our next award is the Environmental Award, and the nominees are
Saudi Aramco for produced water desalination pilot. Saudi Aramco for their eco-friendly, low-carbon footprint, zero liquid discharge water management solution. And the Sniffers for their methane accounting program.
And to announce the winner of the Environmental Award, I'm delighted to invite the UK Country Manager and Head of Portfolio and Transactions of Vattenfall, Danielle Lane, to say a few words. Danielle.
The Energy Institute Awards highlight the most innovative new work in our industry. I'm delighted to be presenting the award for the environment category because this mirrors the purpose we have here at Vattenfall, which is to power climate-smarter living. Innovations which help the environment often conjure up images of huge feats of mechanical engineering, but equally it can mean thinking about simple improvements that industry can make. How can we do things better to reduce our impact on our precious environment? Can we work with other sectors to spread the benefits? For these ideas to become reality, though, they need to be committed people behind them. Not just the team which comes up with the idea, but everyone involved in the planning, testing, and ultimately paying for the development of the concept. And they need to be confident that it can be used in multiple scenarios. Our industry, the energy industry, is rightly the focus of a great deal of attention to focus on greenhouse gas emission reduction. There's still a lot of work to do across the entire sector to protect and enhance our environment. But we in the energy sector are increasingly helping each other, as well as others outside the industry, to take better care of the planet we share. It's been really exciting to see the standard of the entries in this year's Energy Institute Environment Award. I think each and every one of them is going to make a really positive difference. But without anything further, I'm really pleased to announce today that the winner is the Sniffers for the Realising Sustained Reductions of Methane Emissions with the Sniffers Methane Accounting Programme. Congratulations.
The Sniffers Methane Accounting Programme delivers up to 70% reduction of methane emissions through identification, quantification and structural reduction.
Congratulations to the Sniffers and thanks, Danielle. But delighted that you're joining us today. What advice would you have as people are struggling to, really get their emissions data right? What advice would you give them for how they should be reporting their emissions?
Yeah, the challenge is huge, but there are companies definitely professional and experienced over the past 30 years to help companies to reduce those emissions. In a structural way, we clearly can get those VOC and methane emissions down, and lots of our customers enjoy the 70%, sometimes even 90% emission reduction in 1 year. So it's really a structural approach, Steve, that helps those customers to bring these emissions down.
Thank you very well. Congratulations, and for all of you at the Sniffers, it's a fantastic initiative and very well deserved prize. Thank you so much indeed, and thanks for joining us, Bart. Our final award in this section is the Health and Safety Award. And the nominees this year are
Force 4 for Start Safely, NDT Global for Organisational Safety Culture Transformation Project, and Shell for Job by Design.
And to announce the winner of the Health and Safety Award, I'm inviting the Group HSE Director of Neptune Energy, Kirk Sturkman, to say a few words.
Hello and good afternoon to you all. Neptune Energy is proud to support the Energy Institute Awards, which showcase the most groundbreaking work in the energy sector. I'm delighted to be presenting the award for health and safety today. The energy industry could not operate without proper regard to health and safety, and standards for safe practice are robust and subject to continuous review and refinement. This award celebrates projects which have demonstrated best practice in safety, as well as in areas such as occupational health, mental health, performance, productivity, hygiene, and resilience to change. This shortlist acknowledges teams, individuals, and projects that take a unique approach to health and safety and demonstrate the potential to have an impact on the industry's overall health and safety record. Well done to all entrants. Can only be one winner, of course. And the winner is NDT Global for the Organizational Safety Culture Transformation Project. Well done and congratulations.
NDT Global's Organizational Safety Culture Transformation Project recorded 0 injuries, achieved through the global implementation of various employee-centric safety programs with active engagement and input from leadership.
Congratulations to you, Niall. Huge congratulations. I mean, it's safety is at the heart of our industry. It's the heart of everything that we do here, and yet every year you need to keep innovating and bringing in new things, don't we? Just keep stretching the boundaries. Your project clearly has transformed the culture within NDT. What is it you think that's really helped you get such a high level of engagement from all of your employees?
Well, thanks very much, and also to say well done as well to Shell and Force4 for their nomination. I think for ourselves it's been a journey, and it's come from the top. So I think from a senior leadership perspective in NDT Global, safety is seen as the highest priority, and that was fundamental to drive our safety culture improvements over the last couple of years. So I think engagement from senior leadership has been critical, and that has filtered and permeated through the business, and employees can now feel within through their management and through their day-to-day work that safety is our top priority. And we're seeing great engagement. We've had a lot of initiatives over the last couple of years, and we've lots of plans to go even further over the coming years. So I'm absolutely delighted to pick up this award. It's something that I'd like to thank all of our employees as well who've contributed to this and who've worked safely over the last number of years, and thanks to the Energy Institute for recognising us. We're absolutely delighted. So thanks to you and the team.
Well, huge congratulations from all of us now, and please pass it on to all of your colleagues as well. Well done.
Thanks very much. Have a great day. Thank you.
4 very deserving winners, and I'll come back in a moment to present the second part of today's awards. But as Louise mentioned in her introduction, I'm very pleased to be able to introduce a special message that was recorded for us by Kwasi Kwarteng, the UK Minister of State for Business, Energy and Clean Growth.
Thank you to the Energy Institute and its president, Steve Holliday, for inviting me to speak to you today at the 21st Annual Energy Institute Awards. Great strides have been made in energy over the last few decades, but it's all too often taken for granted as we flick on a light switch or turn on our car engine. Behind the advances that enable and improve our lives today are millions of people in and around the world of energy, engineers, scientists and innovators doing tremendous work. It is a privilege to have this opportunity to express my admiration and thanks to the winners and shortlisted entrants of all 10 Energy Institute Awards this year. Whether it's ensuring we protect our environment and reduce emissions, or extending universal access to energy, the leadership and achievement that we're celebrating today is truly inspiring. But the story of energy is only partly told. You are all part of something vital for the future of this country as we seek to remove global greenhouse gas emissions from our energy system and finish the job of extending universal access to the populations around the world yet to enjoy it. COVID, which has hit the sector hard, adds an enormous further burden to our mission. But if we rebuild in the right way, many of the actions needed will support us in reaching those goals. The next 10 years will be critical to keeping us on course for net zero in 2050. And that's why we are pressing ahead with ambitious plans for new technology that will support the decarbonisation of the energy system in a way that works for the UK as a whole. Finally, I want to acknowledge the young people in this sector, as I know that the Energy Institute is playing a key role in this important area. Those just embarking on their careers in energy today will inherit the sector by the middle of the century. They'll inherit all the progress I believe we will have made, but also any challenges that are left unresolved. I'm very encouraged to see the Generation 2050 initiative giving young people in the sector a voice to express their views and perspectives here today to leaders in the sector. It is very encouraging for me to work harder on these vital challenges so that we can deliver outcomes that meet the needs of the people and, of course, of the wider planet as a whole. Thank you all very much.
Thanks to Kwasi for those words of recognition. It's really great that he's already seen all the materials on 2050, on Generation 2050. And those of you who are virtually here today, you know, I hope have been enjoying some of the events that the EEI has put on a virtual basis. And in fact, we've got an UK energy policy debate, another free to attend virtual event on the 3rd of December. And Kwasi will be taking part in that discussion, actually. Registration details are obviously available on the EEI website. But getting his involvement today, of course, for us is just a reminder, and of course the plan that government only issued last week, that solutions to the great energy challenges are going to need the involvement of governments, our own and all governments around the world, hand in hand with our industry. It's important that, you know, I think we all work to try and do something that's positive. And what I mean by that is, you know, so much in my career, we've been arguing government need to do this, industry need to do that. This has to be about a partnership going forward. And it's doubly going to apply in the UK as ministers start to look at what advantage we can take of this. How can we build back better? And particularly, how can we go into COP26 leading by example? Because that's the only way we're really going to get the rest of the world signed up to, hopefully, some very, very ambitious targets. So there's a lot riding on governments around the world, I'd argue, in the next 12 months. Our next award is the Innovative Technologies Award. And the nominations for this are
Aramco Americas for Mud Fork, Enzen for Aerial Asset Inspection Solution, GemServe for CodeWorks Digital Meets Energy Regulations, IES for Intelligent Communities Lifecycle, Saudi Aramco for Drilling Microchip, a gateway to the downhole digital world, SSEN for Transformer Auto Stop Start, and Vestemi for Radbot.
To announce the winner of the Innovative Technologies Award, I invite the Head of Portfolio and Development of Strategy from Ørsted, Olivia Breeze. Olivia.
Ørsted is proud to support the Energy Institute Awards, which showcase the most groundbreaking work in the energy sector. I'm delighted to be presenting the award for innovative technologies. Technology in all its forms is an essential and exciting aspect of the energy industry, a frontier where new and better solutions are constantly being devised. The role of digital technologies, and data in particular, are taking the industry into the fourth revolution. This award will recognise the year's best innovative technological development or implementation of an existing technology with the power to become a game changer or disruptor in the industry. The judging panel will be looking for identification of the technological innovation which represents a major advance or development, commercially viable technology that's ready for market and for wider adoption and application, inventive new technology or innovative implementation of existing technology, clear demonstration of the benefits of the innovation over existing methods. And importantly, you must be able to validate the success of your project with proven results. Really well done to all entrants. And the winner is Vestemi for Radbot.
Vestemi is a tech startup on a mission to reduce CO2 from space heating by making energy savings easy and affordable.
Congratulations, Damon. Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Here. I mean, this is a tough award to win. I mean, there is so much innovation in technology going on. So I hope you and all people at your organisation are hugely proud of this. And this is, you know, this is in a space as well, if you excuse the pun, where we've been struggling for so long to make real traction in energy efficiency in the home. So this is AI working. So how do you think that's going to really work in terms of tying in the customers, which is always the great debate about, are they really going to get the information that they need? Can you talk a little bit about that for all of us on the video today?
Well, some people definitely want all the numbers and want to have the twiddly and shiny bits on their phone and so on. But we're kind of the solution for the other 80% of normal people who just want to forget about their heating save their money and save the planet. Don't need to think about it with the fit and forget. Let the machine do the cleverness for you.
Without any interaction whatsoever. So that's the key here, isn't it? And you know, we've seen in the past people just don't seem to pay attention to this. So that should be an enormous opportunity for your business going forward, I trust then.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, if they do want to interact, that's great. But the aim is they shouldn't have to. They've got better things to do with their lives.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations again, Damien, and to all of those involved in your business. And thank you very much to Olivia for announcing our winner. Congrats.
Thank you.
The judges were so impressed, as I said. I mean, there is just so much going on in this space, and gratifyingly, because as we all know, in the pandemic, technologies have been coming to the fore and getting into market faster, which is so much what we need in the energy industry. So they were so impressed with all of the nominations, and they'd certainly like to award a highly commended certificate to NZen for their aerial asset inspection solution, transmission and distribution, and to Saudi Aramco for their drilling microtrip. Both fantastic innovations as well. So congratulations to both of those entrants. And our next award is the Low Carbon Award. And the nominees for this are
Dubai Electricity and Water Authority for Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. Egypt PV Project Industrial Modernisation Centre for grid-connected small-scale photovoltaic systems. Nottingham City Council for Nottingham Carbon Neutral 2028 Plan. And Specific at Swansea University for low-carbon active buildings.
And to announce the winner of the Low Carbon Award, I'm delighted to invite a stalwart of the Energy Institute, our Good Practice Director, Martin Meso.
If you're hearing about this and you're thinking your organisation could benefit from or contribute to this activity, please do get in touch. Supporting industry in the transition to a low carbon world is a significant driver which underpins our good practice work, whether that's in decarbonising existing activities or supporting the safe and efficient uptake of newer technologies such as hydrogen and carbon capture. I am therefore particularly pleased to be able to announce this year's Energy Institute Award winner for the category of low carbon. This award aims to recognise schemes and projects that have made significant and tangible progress to reducing carbon emissions. Entrants were asked to demonstrate responsible and ethical commitment to reducing the carbon footprint of the industry, either through the reduction of emissions or through storage of carbon. The judges looked closely at how a given project fits into a transition pathway for meeting net zero by 2050, and also how the carbon emissions were reduced or how carbon was stored, in particular looking at how reductions in carbon have been validated. I would like to congratulate all entrants for their high quality entrants and applications, and thank everyone who submitted award applications for your support of the EI and for being part of this year's awards process. In particular, I'd like to congratulate those who made it to the shortlist, but well done to all. But there can only be one winner, and the winner for this year's 2020 Energy Institute Award for Low Carbon is Egypt PV Project Industrial Modernisation Centre for the Egypt PV Grid-Connected Small-Scale Photovoltaic Systems.
Egypt PV Project Industrial Modernisation Centre is transforming Egypt's solar market by lifting implementation barriers and introducing 115 pilot plants, reducing 129 kilotons CO2 equivalent by 2034.
Hens, congratulations, fantastic project here. Well done. I'm really interested actually because all markets are slightly different. Is there anything about the approach that you've had in Egypt that you think can be used in other countries?
I think yes, it should be used in this experience in other countries, and on behalf of the Grid Connected Small Scale Photovoltaic System Egypt PV project team, we are extremely honored to be receiving such a prestigious award. And we hope to transfer such experience that we have gained here to the region. And I would like to acknowledge that this project is implemented by the Industrial Modernization Center of the Egyptian Ministry of the Industry in collaboration with the United Nations Development Program and funding from the Global Environment Facility. And really, I would like to thank the award selection panel for this recognition. And this project is implemented with the framework of the Egyptian government efforts to achieve Egypt's Vision 2030 for sustainable development and SDGs. I would like to thank our distinguished advisory board and our team members for their incredible efforts, hard work, excellent performance, which made it possible to stand here today and receive this award. Actually, we are extremely delighted and happy. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations. I think, as I said, it's a great example of collaboration and determination. So please pass on the congratulations to all of the team from the Energy Institute. And thanks for joining us, Hend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next award is the Public Engagement Award. And the nominees this year are
the Women's Energy Network Houston for Young Women Energised, National Grid for Hinkley Connection Project Positive Futures, and Octopus Energy for Portraits from the Precipice.
And to announce the winner of the Public Engagement Award, I'm delighted to invite the UK Managing Director for Energy and Resources for Ernst & Young, Rob Dupel, to say a few words. Rob.
Hi everyone, I'm Rob Dupel, Managing Partner for Energy and Resources here at EY. And we're very proud to support this year's Energy Institute Awards, showcasing some of the most groundbreaking work in the energy sector. And today, I'm delighted to be sponsoring and presenting the award for public engagement. This award seeks to recognise the best group or individual contribution to raising public awareness across the energy industry. As we all know, the challenges associated with the energy transition are complex and multi-layered, and as a result, it can be difficult to explain these challenges in a clear and simple manner without losing your audience. But we also know it's critical that the public engage in the energy debate. As an industry, we don't have all the answers, and we need our ultimate customer, the public, actively engage to help us navigate the energy transition smoothly. For this award, the judges were looking for an innovative campaign using different engagement techniques to capture the imagination of the public and draw them in to the discussions around energy. Congratulations to all our entrants, but there can only be one winner. And the winner is, drum roll please. The winner is Octopus Energy for the Portraits from the Precipice campaign. Congratulations to everyone involved.
Portraits from the Precipice is a worldwide art movement to save the planet, a unique public engagement campaign showcasing the biggest digital out-of-home art exhibition ever undertaken by an energy company.
Jess, huge congratulations. Well done for what was an extraordinary, innovative and different sort of campaign. You ran this, of course, associated with the last COP. Have you got some plans to do something exciting for COP26 next year?
We do indeed. We have some very exciting plans. Particularly, it'll be a similar kind of campaign to Portraits from the Precipice, but we're probably going to take it one step further. I can't announce too much right now, but definitely keep your eyes open.
Well done. This was just a super campaign, hugely innovative. So congratulations to you and all the team at Octopus Energy. Well done.
Thank you, and thank you so much to the Energy Institute for running the event. It's run very smoothly.
Great, thank you so much indeed, Jess. Thank you, and thank you, Rob, for announcing our winner and joining us. A shame you didn't put the attire on like the rest of us did today, but there we are. That's one of the flip sides of being in a virtual world, isn't it? Our next award is the Talent Development and Learning Award. And the nominees for this award are
European Energy Centre for creating a global skilled workforce in renewable energy and energy efficiency, Florence School of Regulation European University Institute for the Lights on Women initiative. National Grid for their reverse mentoring scheme. And Touchstone Leadership for Driller Development Programme.
And to announce the winner of the Talent Development and Learning Award, I'm delighted to invite the client executive of IBM, Devin Raji.
IBM is proud to support the Energy Institute Awards, which showcases the most groundbreaking work in the energy sector. I'm delighted to be presenting the award for talent development and learning. This award recognizes work undertaken to bring new talent into the industry, as well as provision of continuing professional development schemes for current workforces. The energy industry needs people with talent, drive, and passion to help us tackle climate change and meet the needs of the world's growing population. Entrants in this award category were asked to describe a project which they led and demonstrate how it contributes to making the energy sector more diverse, inclusive, and reflective of the society it serves. Congratulations to all entrants. And the winner is European Energy Center for creating a global skilled workforce in renewable energy and energy efficiency. Congratulations.
European Energy Centre have created a global skilled workforce in renewable energy and energy efficiency, upskilling individuals and organisations around the world through expert-led training in renewable energy and energy efficiency for a sustainable future.
Paolo, congratulations from all of us for winning the award. Well done to you. I'm really interested. I mean, this is a great sort of initiative and a start, but as we so often talk about, this is the decade in which we need the action. Have you got any specific plans to really start to drive things between now and 2030?
Absolutely. Over the past 45 years, we've really been focusing on training and development all over the world. And we are now gearing up for really what's a center decade really that's coming up now in ensuring that we can really help the sector grow even further in the UK and really globally. I'm really excited for this challenge. I mean, the training we do is both remotely and in the classroom, when obviously that is possible to start again doing course in the classrooms. So really, there's no words to say how delighted we are to have received this award by the Energy Institute. We've recently become an institute as well. The British government has awarded us as a Renewable Energy Institute, and that really is just a further confirmation of the systems that we are really bringing to the sector and how we are helping this grow. So I'm really delighted, and thank you so much to the Energy Institute for this award.
Thanks, Paolo, and congratulations. And let's use this as a sort of a way of driving things even faster, because we all know there's an awful lot to do in retraining and skills. But congratulations to all of you. Thank you, Paolo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks to Devin for announcing our winner. We've still 2 more presentations to conclude our award show. And to present these awards, I'm going to hand back to Louise.
Thank you, Steve. We've heard about the wonderful work that companies in the energy industry have achieved this morning, and now to conclude our awards show, we're moving on to those for individuals within our industry. The Young Energy Professional of the Year and the Energy Leader. Without the vision of individuals, companies, after all, would struggle to succeed. So, the nominees for the Energy Leader Award are
Hassan Bali, co-founder of Ion Ventures. Andrew Crossland, Power Systems Specialist, Director of Infratech. Geoffrey Hardy, Senior Research Fellow at Imperial College London, and Laura Sandys, Chief Executive of Challenging Ideas UK. And Ujunwa Ojemeni, Founder and President of Awedi Network.
And as the title suggests, this award is given each year to an individual who is a real champion of our industry and its future. Someone who fosters professionalism, promotes knowledge, and who is committed to raising standards, In fact, everything that the Energy Institute itself stands for. So I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Energy Leader Award is founder and president of Awadhi Network, Ajunwa Ujemi.
Over 6 years' experience in the energy sector. In 2019, she founded the Africa Women in Energy Initiative, the first organisation focused on developing women across the energy value chain by supporting women at all stages of their energy careers and for female students at the secondary and tertiary levels. This was born of the passion to promote professionalism among women in the energy sector and encourage them to rise to the peak of their careers.
Well, sadly, Ajunwa can't be with us to pick up her awards today, virtually or otherwise, but we will make sure that we get that to her. So from all of us at the Energy Institute, very many congratulations for the fantastic work that you've been doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard earlier from Sinead about the value that the EI attaches to our young professionals. So I'm pleased now to move on to our final award for today, the 2020 Young Energy Professional of the Year Award. And the nominees are
Kaula Alankari, petroleum scientist at Saudi Aramco. Abdulaziz Al Qasim, champion of sustainability focus area at Saudi Aramco. Jason Blanchard, consultant engineer at ISO Energy. Carol Choi, innovation analyst at UK Power Networks. And Charlotte Hartley, engagement strategist at Pale Blue Dot Energy.
So to announce the winner of the Young Energy Professional of the Year Award, I'd like to invite Vice President of Business Projects at Repsol Sinopec, Adam Sheikh, to say a few words. Adam.
Repsol Sinopec is proud to support the Energy Institute Awards, which showcase the most groundbreaking work in the energy sector. I'm delighted to be presenting the award for the Young Energy Professional of the Year. This is the 6th year of this award, led by the EI's Young Professional Network. This award celebrates the contribution to the industry, and it rewards innovation and the drive to deliver from a younger generation of future energy leaders. Entrants were asked to describe a project which they've led and how they might contribute towards finding a solution to what they think is the biggest challenge facing the energy industry in the next 20 years. So thank you and well done to all entrants. So without further ado, the winner of the Young Energy Professional of the Year Award goes to Carol Choi at the UK Powers Network.
Carol kick-started an open culture of industry sharing through data, unlocking new benefits for customers in the net zero transition.
Carol, very many congratulations indeed. Lovely to have you join us live here at the Energy Institute Awards. Fantastic achievement. Very many congratulations. How are you going to use this award to inspire other young professionals to make such a fantastic contribution as you're doing?
Yeah, thank you again for the awards. And yeah, so this is a huge honor. I'm a bit surprised, but yes, I do want to share this amazing news with my peers, with my other younger professionals, and really encourage them to take part in the work that we're doing, decarbonizing the energy system. And because this is very exciting, and I think together we can definitely make a real impact for the future generation. So thank you again.
Congratulations, Carol, and thank you, Adam, for announcing the winner here today too. Thank you. Now, the judges were so impressed with the quality of nominations that we would also like to make a highly commended award and present a certificate to Kaula Alankari, petroleum scientist at Saudi Aramco. Very many congratulations to you too. This has been such an inspiring ceremony, and so good to end with the individual awards for Awanda and for Carol, who are what we like to call powerful women. The success of our sector is all about people. That's what the Energy Institute is for, to equip, to recognise and champion professionals for the vital work that they do in and around the sector. And while the awards ceremony is perhaps our glitziest moment in the year, for me and for the team that I have the pleasure of working with at the Energy Institute, it's also what we're committed to year-long, day in, day out. To conclude today's awards, I'd now like to hand back to Steve.
Thanks, Louise. I'd like to finish, obviously, by just saying a huge congratulations to all of our winners. Very, very deserved on behalf of me and, of course, the Institute and all of our members. Thanks again to our panel of judges and our Generation 2050 supporting partners and all the people who work behind the scenes to organise this somewhat different, unusual event that hopefully will revert to slightly more normal in 2021. But today's not only a celebration of the incredible work of our winners, it's also about encouraging diversity, ambition and innovation in our industry. I heard just now actually the comments that are, talking about professionalism and knowledge and standards, things at the heart of the Energy Institute. But what we've got to put alongside that, I think, as Sinead talked about earlier, is a real sense of urgency. We're off track, as the 2050 generation are saying. We've got to get urgent. And young people want to make a difference. And these awards should be really celebrating, as they are, people who are really making a difference. It's not just about the day job. It's going that extra mile and really making a difference in our industry. Congratulations to all those in our industry who are doing that right now and today, who haven't necessarily won an award. But I hope that hearing about all this amazing work and the accomplishments of our winners inspires everybody, and inspires everybody to actually apply for next year's award, which, as I said, I hope we're going to be in person once again. But thank you for joining us in this virtual ceremony today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've been inspired by all those winners. Please look after yourselves and stay safe, and bye for now. Thank you.